Everybody, I'm Grandmaster Ben Finegold here with another 5 Minutes with Ben, and I'm Ben. We're going to continue to look at opening traps. This is a famous one in the Smith-Morra Gambit, or some people call it the Morra Gambit. And when I was playing chess tournaments in my teens and 20s and 30s and 40s in slow chess, I wasn't having white in the Morra Gambit. And occasionally, but not too often, I would have black in the Morra Gambit. However, since I've retired from slow chess and 100% of my chess is online, playing blitz and bullet, typically, but not always, against much lower rated opposition, I play white in the Morra Gambit a lot because it's fun. And some people still play the Morra Gambit, but very few grandmasters will play it regularly. In fact, very few will play it irregularly. They don't like the Morra Gambit for white. However, if I'm playing somebody 1,000 points lower than me, time control is 1 minute or 3 minute, then I sort of like the Morra Gambit for white. I don't really know it very well compared to somebody like Mark Esterman, but I have fun. I'm having fun now in my old age. So the Morra Gambit is when, in this position, in the Sicilian, white sacrifices a pawn with d4 and then c3. And in this position, a lot of stronger players will decline to go into the Morra Gambit, and they'll play knight f6, which usually transposes to a c3 Sicilian, or they'll play d3, which is another way to decline the gambit. For a good example of black winning with d3, there's a game I played in the U.S. Championship in the mid-2000s. I'm going to say 2006. I don't know. I'm within 3 years against Alex Lenderman. And you can find that game online, of course, or in a database. Okay, but we're going to concentrate in this very short video on the Smith-Morra Gambit accepted, which is to take on c3. Knight takes c3. And this is the main line, knight c6, d6, bishop c4. And in this position, if a grandmaster is black, you will usually see the move a6, and you will occasionally see the move e6. And that's about it. Lower rated players, probably more often than not, in this position, who don't know the openings very well, they will make a bad move here. And that bad move is knight f6. This is a very common bad move, and knight f6 already gives white a good position because white can play the move e5. And there's many things to analyze here. You need to know knight g4, and you need to know d takes e5. But this is 5 minutes with Ben, not 5 hours with Ben. So we're only going to look at one move, the worst move, because this is an opening trap video. So we want to show like the best trap that white can get and win. But if you have white in this position, make sure you have analyzed knight takes, pawn takes, knight g4, and knight d7, because you might face one of those moves. The easiest move to face, which happens to me in blitz and bullet a lot, is knight takes e5. That's the worst move. And after knight takes e5, d takes e5, white has a very well-known trap here, which not only occurs in this position, but in many other positions that are similar, where you have a black king that's overworked. It's defending the f7 pawn, and it's defending the queen on d8. So white wants to take one and then the other. Now, a mistake that white could make is to take the queen and then take the pawn. And then white is still down a pawn because white has sacrificed 2 pawns to win the pawn. And after e6, the bishop is trapped. So that would be bad for white. However, simply reversing the first 2 moves wins immediately. So instead of taking the queen and then taking on f7, we just do it the other way around. We take on f7 first. And black has only one legal move. King takes f7. King d7 is illegal because the queen defends d7. And then queen takes queen, and white is ahead of queen. And in blitz and bullet chess, the last 5 years, I've probably had this position like 10 times. And that's because black has made 2 mistakes. Black played the move knight f6, which is not the best move, and then black blunders with knight takes e5, which loses the game because of bishop takes f7 and queen takes queen. Anyway, hopefully, if you have the black pieces, you will avoid falling into that trap, unless you're playing me. Then you could do it. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have the white pieces in that position, I'm sure you did. I'm Grandmaster Ben Finegold. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. And I'll see you guys next time with more 5 Minutes with Ben. Bye, everybody.